Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the E25. It's a tier 7 German premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Murovanka, and this one is under the command of ineedcoffeedude. Now this is quite a powerful little tank destroyer because it's got a fantastic rate of fire, great camo qualities, it's quite fast, 65 kilometers an hour top speed, and well, it can be a game winner. In fact, that's one of the reasons why it's so expensive. Yes, Wargaming charges a premium for one of these, and thankfully one member of What Arty Noobs actually bought me one just recently, and thank you so much to them for doing it because they've actually given me the chance to experience this little tank destroyer for myself. Well, he's sitting in the bush with a view range of 360 meters, and the leopard ahead of him is actually going up to spot. So we might see some of the enemy very shortly. There's one. T29. Oh, got a T67. First shot is a hit. Now it's 135 alpha is the damage that this tank destroyer will do. 150mm of penetration with standard rounds, and with the premium ones it goes up to 194. So it's very, very devastating. He doesn't need any of the HE rounds. His reload time is 2.37 seconds. The standard reload is 2.88. So he shaved half a second off that. But the reload is really quite devastating as well. It's almost as fast as some of the autoloaders, but it's not an autoloader, it's actually a manual loader. So you can imagine this tank, it really isn't one you want to take on, even if you've got an autoloader. Okay, that T67 went off in the distance. He tried to auto aim on him. Oh, I got him this time. So he's got his first kill. In fact, it's the only kill on the scene so far. Unfortunately, we've lost two players already. Wolverine, well, both Wolverines actually, and one of those players was purple. Okay, ineedcoffeedude selecting a position so he can do some serious damage on the enemy heavies. In fact, he's found a VK3601 and he's now starting to unload into the guy, but he's pulled back. So he's going for a 40 TP instead. Manually aiming. I think I manually aim most of my shots nowadays. I rarely actually go to an auto aim unless it's absolutely necessary. Ah, that one ricocheted off the frontal armour. Okay, here comes the T29. Yep, got a hit in that one. And a high roll at that. And now he's been seen. He's been seen. Move. Ouch. Yep, that's because he didn't move fast enough. And he's lost his rangefinder. So he's going to be a little inaccurate now at long range. But he can fix that. He has got a large repair kit. But I think he's going to hold that spare for the moment. And try and still play the game. Now that one ricocheted off. So the bad accuracy will cause the shells to go slightly more dispersed than normal. Oh, that 25 TP just met a very awful and sudden death at the hands of that T29. Go for the 40 TP. Yeah, nice pen. One more to kill. No, two more to kill. Didn't get spotted. Oh, but the enemy Arty made his presence known. He wasn't seen, but yet the enemy Arty did still manage to work out where he was. And the T29 fires one into his butt. You can see where in his butt it went, but oh, it was right under. Yes, there it is. There's the hole. Unfortunately, that was a 105mm round, I think. Okay, his team is now 3 tanks down on the enemy. He's got 2 kills. Put him back to use the bush mechanic. Didn't get that one in. That did. You won't get much in through the turret, but you certainly penetrate them. Not when they're looking towards you, but you will penetrate them when they're side on. And of course he can penetrate the hull. He's found a box tank. He auto-aimed on. Lost sight of him. Somewhere in that direction. He's looking directly down the line of sight. There he is. Auto-aims on for this. It's going to go behind the house. He has gone behind the house. Stug 3G. Gets one round in. This is where the fire rate really proves itself. One more to kill. Yes! 3 kills. Okay, the box tank is close. And the box tank is very close. I think he missed though. Okay, now he's going to pop up. Lock on. Gets one shot in to kill. 4 kills. Changing position. I just heard an Arty round explode behind him. This is fun. He may be down. Well, they're not down actually. They're equal on numbers now. But of course the enemy's got them all bunched up on the red line. Yeah, all of his teammates are behind him. He's up front. He's the one spotting. Okay, T-29's popped up for a second. But I'll bet that T-29's not feeling so hot now. Because now the advantage is against him because he doesn't know where our guys are. We've still got an SU-152, 3 Artys, and of course E25 of I Need Coffee Dude. He's going to try and outflank the T-29. Looking at the enemy team, they've got a Stura Mill and the T-29, but everything else is Arty, so yeah, they're very defensive now because the Stura Mill's very slow. He could have a 128mm gun, and the T-29, we know he has a 105mm gun because that's what he shot us with. Now I get the feeling the best thing that he could do right now would be to outflank the T-29 and go around him and then pop up behind him and shoot him, but he's decided instead to try and find out where he is using these bushes. Hasn't been spotted. Okay, the T-29 must have pulled back or gone over to the east. He didn't spot him when he went between that gap in the bushes. I reckon he's pulled back. He must be further north. No, he's not getting spotted. He's out in the open. That T-29's not down here. He must have returned. So he does a quick U-turn and I think he's going to head north to try and find out where that T-29's gone. Oh, he did go over to the east. He's right over the other side. He's been detected by one of the Arty. And in fact, actually, the T-29 just killed our SU-152. So now, I Need Coffee Dude knows where the T-29 is. He can take out the other members of the team, take out the enemy Arty. I think he's the Hummel's joining him coming up the west side. And he spotted the enemy Grillo who just tried to quick snapshot. Or did he just fire somebody else? Well, that's one shot in. Go for the kill. 2, kill shot. Yes! Oh, yes! Ouch! He got hit by the enemy Hummel. But we now know where the Hummel is as well. And he won't be reloaded by the time we reach him. So he's going to be the next victim. And this will give him a top gun. There's the Hummel. Locks on. First shot misses. Second shot's a hit. Turns away. Third shot in. Go round him. Turn in and yes, kill shot, top gun. Now he just needs to find out where the other Arty is. It's an M44. And he's down in the south as well. We've just spotted him. He's on the minimap. He's right by our cap area. And he's just approaching our M41 HMC. So I Need Coffee Dude's now on a mission to try and get back to the cap. We don't know where the Stura Mill is, but we do know that the M41 just, the T29 just killed the M41. And we've lost sight of the T29 as well, so we know he's somewhere on the south edge of the map. There's the M44 on the enemy team. Luckily our Hummel moved north. He's gone. That's a Dimitri's medal for killing 3 enemy Arty. And he's now up to 7 kills. So 1 short of getting a Radley's. Now where is that T29? Somewhere along the south edge of the map. Now it probably wouldn't be a good idea for him to go along the edge to find him, because obviously he wouldn't spot him until he was right on top of him. So the Hummel's going up north to start capping. At least it's safer for him up there than it is down here. We still don't know where the Stura Mill is, but I suspect he's somewhere in the Magic Forest, because obviously we weren't spotted or fired at when we went up this side. So I suspect that the Stura Mill is in the Magic Forest, but he just can't see us. Now, if Sixth Sense does go off, it's more than likely going to be the Stura Mill. It's quite surprising to me that I Need Coffee Dude has only got 1 mark of excellence on the barrel of his gun, because he's such a good player. And he plays, well, he used to play so often that I would have thought by now he'd have his 3rd mark up. I guess the fact is that he just doesn't play it enough because he doesn't get enough time to. He is a busy man. And of course, as I mentioned in some of the previous videos, at the moment he hasn't got a computer because obviously he had problems. His computer went down and he's been so busy he hasn't had a chance to log back in. But I think he does use his phone to connect to Facebook. Okay, well, we know where one of the enemy is. Now, I suspect that the guy who's capping is the T29, not the Stura Mill. Stura Mill's got no armor. If he goes and if it is the Stura Mill will go down to only a few shots. So he's going to leave the Hummel there and he's headed back south to get the reset. And 2 are capping, which means that they are both there, and that means now there's a potential defender's medal for I Need Coffee Dude if he gets both resets. Now this is one of the reasons why I knocked down that house in the cap circle. He's got close enough to spot them, takes out the T29 with 1 shot, locks onto the Stura Mill, resets him, and now he's just going to shred him. There he is. And 1 more to kill. Yes! Victory! Didn't even need the Hummel to cap out, but he pulled off the victory all on his own, as well as a Radley Walters medal. What a brilliant game by I Need Coffee Dude. He got an ace tanker in his E25 on Murovanka. He also picked up a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks, and also a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 7 in total. He got a Dimitri's medal. That's an epic medal for killing 3 enemy Arties. Also, a Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 enemy tanks. He actually ended up with 9. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And finally, he did get a Defender medal for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points in the process. And look at his win rate there. 10,179 super Unicum standard and a bit more. Quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. There you go. Top of the table, 3,217 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Stura Mill with 2,328, followed by the T29 with 1,828. Now these two must have been pulling off most of that damage. Well, we know where the T29 was pulling off his damage. I think the Stir Mill must have been doing most of his damage from the Magic Forest, and it looks like he did a lot. Now, when it came to kills, again, it's ineedcoffeedude with 9 kills, 4 kills for the T29 and 3 kills for their M44. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's ineedcoffeedude again, 1,387. He's the only one to get over 1,000. The next highest scorer was the SU-152 on his own team with 642. And after that, it was the T29 on the enemy team with 612. He fired 38 rounds of ammunition in that game, got 31 direct hits and 27 penetration. The gun is really good on the E25. He got 3,217 hit points of damage, and only 857 of that was at more than 300 meters, so the majority of the damage at close range. He received 2 hits, both were penetrations, and 2 hits by way of splash damage. Well, the damage by way of splash damage was coming from the enemy Arty, who was particularly close and got him twice actually during the game, and did some damage on him. But the shots that actually hit him, one of those was the 105mm round from the T29 which shot him up the rear, and the other one, I think it, if I remember correctly, came from 40TP, who was firing at him from the centre line. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 9, spotted 3 enemy tanks as well, 620 hit points of spotting assist, and 82 defence points when he reset the cap. He earned 83,540 credits from the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and yes, he did fire a few premium rounds in that game, 16,260 credits profit. 9 bonds from the battle, 2,080 XP, 2,081 for completing the mission and events, 416 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 4,577 experience points altogether. Some players in the E25 can absolutely terrorize the enemy because this little tank is so deadly. It's not only very sneaky, it's very fast, it's got a fast firing gun. And I'm so grateful to the What Arty Noobs member who actually gave me one of these so I could experience it for myself. I've never afforded to buy one of the E25s, but now I've got one so I can play it more. But I can't play as well as ineedcoffeedude just yet. But it's very good to see a battle like this and see, yes, it can be done. I hope you enjoyed this replay. Please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.